Buenos dias, buenos dias. And yes, today I had a bit of a tough time, to be honest. I had a bit of a tough time because I wasn't 100% sure what I was going to be talking about. I was thinking, should I talk about the atom economic zone? Should I talk about atom tokenomics, inflation rates, Celestia, Cosmos airdrops? There's literally so much going on. And sometimes I'm like overwhelmed with all the stuff that's actually happening in Cosmos. But then I was thinking about, what do you guys actually care about? What do you want to hear? And what you want to hear is, what is the least talked about projects today that might be big, that really might blow up in this next bull run? And that's why we're going to be exactly talking about this. We're going to be talking about 3 Cosmos projects that are probably the least talked about projects, but have massive traction. Some of them even survived a bear market, and they're coming out very strong out of this. And also, we're going to be doing a giveaway announcement because I'm actually achieving a massive milestone, which I'm extremely grateful for, thanks to all of your support. And that milestone achievement is that I'm about to reach 100,000 followers on Twitter, which, to be honest, just feels unreal. That number, that's a stadium. That's a huge stadium, a football stadium. So I'm going to do a giveaway once I hit 100K on Twitter, and I will tell you in the end of this video how you can make yourself eligible. But now let's talk about 3 Cosmos projects that are pretty much the least talked about right now, but where I personally think that they have huge upside potential. And the first one I want to talk about is Shade Protocol. Shade Protocol is basically merging privacy and DeFi. I personally think that 2024, we're definitely going to have 1 or 2 Cosmos seasons where just everyone talks about Cosmos, and Cosmos itself is a narrative. I also think we're going to have a privacy season. We have a lot of privacy chains coming up like Anoma, Penumbra, Aleo, and a lot more. So pairing these 2 narratives together, I think makes Shade an amazing candidate to really outperform in the bull run. And in fact, Shade also has a pretty much complete ecosystem, right? They have a DEX, they have a bridge, you can borrow, you can mint Silk, which is their own stable token that's over collateralized and composed with a basket of assets, including fiat currencies like the Canadian dollar, the US dollar, the yen, and Bitcoin, making 9.2% of it, and also gold, right? So gold and Bitcoin alone make 27, 28% of that basket composition. And that's Silk, right? Which has a supply of and a market cap of 3.6 million US dollars. You can stake Shade. There's a 21.56% staking APY. So coming here with native tokens, you can wrap them to have full privacy, and so on and so forth. You can do a lot of things on Shade. And just to help you understand, Shade is actually a DeFi platform on top of Secret Network. So Secret Network is the L1 on which Shade is built on. And if you remember the C2 portfolio challenge I started 2.5 years ago, part of that is also invested into Secret Network. And we've been giving you tutorials and content over the years about Shade Protocol. Actually, I did my first interview here with Carter, the founder, January 11th of 2022. This is before Shade even went live. Look how I looked back then, like a little boy, like a little kid. But yeah, this was super insightful. And, you know, at that time, I learned so much from people like Carter, people like Tor Bear. We talked 3 times with Tor here on this channel about Secret Network. We had Guy on, we had everyone on from Secret and Shade. Even Red-Eyed Bear recently in my December recap just a couple of weeks ago. So what is Shade doing? Price-wise, Shade is currently at $6. We're going to look into tokenomics in a second. But it only has a $12 million market cap. 12 million, that's nothing, right? 12 million based on circulating, 60 million based on fully diluted. That's still nothing, right? The total supply is 10 million coins. 2 million are only circulating. So yeah, that's really nothing. They had a very shaky past, right? Obviously, there was a lot of drama also within Secret Network around the bear market. It sounds like and seems like most of it is resolved now. But yeah, you can tell when it came out, and we also got a big airdrop in the beginning. I remember the times, you know, when Shade was at $95 here. the airdrop I got was in the 5 figures for that. Now we're at $6. Can this ever reach new all-time highs? Well, I think now, having survived the bear market, coming out of this stronger, and looking at some of the numbers, I don't think it's crazy to think that, yes, Shade can reach new all-time highs, right? So yeah, at the Cito Zone, which you should be definitely subscribed to, our Cosmos research managed by our team, we provided you a full-on recap just a week ago about Silk and Shade protocol. What is Silk? What makes it such an interesting asset? It's an over-collateralized stable token. Like I said, you can mint it with USDC, USDT, Atom, Luna, Osmo, even liquid stake tokens, right? They even have a partnership with Stride for liquid staked assets. And Shade has a $23.5 million TVL, which is huge. That's huge for a protocol that only has 12 million based on circulating in terms of market cap. That's big, right? That's really, really big. So yeah, there's also tokenomics here. 5 million was raised from VCs, so they only gave away 7.75%. There's also refined tokenomics, revenue shares about that, because SHD being on top of secret means it's not an L1, so it's not needed to secure the chain for kind of economic security and chain security. That's what SCRT does, the secret native token. But yeah, definitely one to put in your watch list. And yeah, Shade, I think, is one of the least talked about coins on this list. Secret, also just for you to understand where Secret's standing, $111.5 million market cap based on circulating, and fully diluted 119. So pretty much all of it is out there. It had a huge run here, $10 in November of 2021. Now it's at 41 cents. Yeah, but I think also there is still a community. And I think once the privacy narrative comes back, that's going to do well as well. So yeah, Secret Network, also one that you should follow on Twitter at Secret Network right here. The second token I want to talk about is Nolus. And Nolus is a new generation, a new Cosmos kit that's on the block. They are a DeFi lease platform. So we're talking now bringing traditional finance into crypto, traditional finance products into crypto. And that's exactly what Nolus has been doing. By the way, I hold a SHD bag. Obviously, I got it since the airdrop long time ago, but I'm actually accumulating right now. So I've been buying a little bit of SHD kind of last week or 2 weeks ago, and I think I want to buy a lot more of SHD. So I think it's $6 right now. It's not bad. When it comes to Nolus, I actually just a couple of weeks ago placed a strategic investment, an angel investment into Nolus. The token is already live, currently at 6.2 cents. But yeah, Nolus is a DeFi lease platform. You can look at it here. It's very clean. It's very straightforward. You can transfer assets back and forth here because Nolus is an app chain. So they are their standalone chain, which means they are their own Cosmos IBC-enabled app chain, and NLS, the native token, is also primarily used to secure the chain, right? So yeah, you can do that. You can create a new lease here. You can earn. There's also yield to be earned on USDC, for example, 9.8% plus 12% in Nolus in NLS tokens. So that's about that. If you want to understand Nolus more in depth, they have a guide here, tutorials, and I think this is the best way to really understand it, how it also differentiates from lending, like a classic lending protocol, because here they're saying, instead of paying the full cost upfront, users can now engage with assets at a fraction of the price, utilize them in protocol-approved strategies, and eventually gain complete ownership, right? So you basically have the ability to long an asset and to basically acquire an asset over time with just a fraction of the initial collateral to put on the table, right? So this is Nolus, and they also achieved some great stats, and like all these things are flying under the radar, right? A lot of people are talking now, of course, about Celestia airdrops. After Celestia has come out and is now at a $20 billion market cap, and yes, it can go to a $200 billion market cap. Been saying this for a long time, but you want to look also at like what are what are the least talked about ones today, right? I made Celestia content in November of 2021, where literally no one cared about it. And now the cat is out of the bag, right? So now we're trying to find what's the next thing, right? And it doesn't even have to be as big as Celestia, but it has to be low recognition today, but high value and high traction, organic demand. That's going to blow up in the next bull. So Nolus, $14.5 million in transaction via earn and lease. And keep in mind that this is a bull run product that launched in the depth of the bear market. They grew 190% in the past 50 days. Lender yields above 10% APY, over 4,000 leases worth 8.6 million with $3.7 million down payments and 153% growth since mid-October. You can also see the main assets here: Atom, Osmo, AKT, TIA. So if you hold any of these assets, you can actually use Nolus to maximize your yield. And yeah, they even have ST assets. We actually did also an interview here on this YouTube channel with Ivan and John about also Stride and their partnership, right? Liquid staking meets Nolus. And look at this. This only had 1,700 views, right? Like Stride and Stride back then. I don't even want to look at the price of Stride back in March. But yeah, this has been a really cool interview. And yeah, you can also learn much more here in this more in-depth article on Medium, in-depth analysis. And it's really cool how transparently they're sharing all their numbers, all the achievements. I mean, of course, this is all on chain, most of it at least, but just to see how they are sharing these numbers, and like you can literally just read this and like that makes you money, right? Because you know how to position yourself accordingly. That's Nolus. Like I said, currently just above 6 cents. And it's also a low market cap, 10 million only, fully diluted 54 million. That's nothing. That's nothing, right? And you know, they just launched, like I said, they're the new kid on the Cosmos block, launched in July here, all-time high 8.4 cents, 8.5, something like that. But yeah, that's Nolus, my second coin on that list. My third coin that you have heard, if you're subscribed to this channel, of course, you heard about all these coins long time ago. But today I want to really like bring it on everyone's radar because I know also there's a lot of new subscribers. And that is Quasar, a decentralized asset manager, the Switzerland of Cosmos, $9.2 million in TVL, 16.5% cents the QSR price. Also on AppChain, they have 60 validators. We're one of them. Also, we're validating on Nolus, by the way, if you want to delegate to Cryptocito, much appreciated. For Quasar, I'm actually an advisor to them. So yeah, Quasar, I've been following them for a long time, obviously, way before they went live. I think we met first time sometime mid-2022, before Cosmoverse Medellin. Then we met at Cosmoverse. They also came to a lot of Atom events we did. They co-led Cosmoverse this or last year in Istanbul. So yeah, they're hardcore cosmonauts, and very strong product market fit. As you can see just by the numbers, like this indicates clear product market fit. And this is also more of a bull run product in my view. So this hasn't even started yet. And what Quasar is doing, you have all these walls on primarily on osmosis, concentrated liquidity pools. It's definitely the first. I think it's also the only concentrated liquidity strategist in all of DeFi, as far as I know. But yeah, it's really a way. And like, if you're thankful for native USDC liquidity, TR liquidity, bootstrapping so fast, like these new coins that are being rolled out, it's also being massively boosted, at least thanks to Quasar. So give a shout out to them also for bootstrapping new tokens liquidity in lightning fast time, lightning speed. But yeah, this is Quasar. You can see there's pools here, APR to be earned, and those are really automated strategies that maximize your yield. And one of the big things that I think is going to put Quasar on everyone's map is when they launch strategies once ETH IBC is live, because then they can actually also deploy strategies on Ethereum through IBC. And Quasar really is the IBC bet when it comes to DeFi and for deploying automated strategies and really investing into Cosmos as well, right? Because some of these pools you can just earn passive income and you don't have to actively manage that, right? Those are automated strategies. So that fixes a big pain point in Cosmos, and also it bootstraps new liquidity and it also expands to other ecosystems in the future. Like I said, we've been covering this here for a long time. One of the more recent videos was, we actually launched a testnet live on this YouTube channel with Valeo here, in real time. Like literally we timed it so that, you know, we can go live around the time that the testnet goes live in the same hour. One of the more recent ones I did was here a couple of months ago, just 2 months ago, where Quasar was at 2.7 cents. And I kept saying, guys, like, this project is under the radar. Check it out, look at it, right? Obviously, I'm not giving anyone financial advice to say, you have to buy this token right now, or else you're gonna stay poor. No, I provide you information about projects that pop up on my radar that I'm personally invested, interested, or just curious about, that I've learned about, that I know the founders of. And then it's up to you to do your own due diligence, to do your own research, to see is that a fit? Do I see value in that? What are the economics like? But fast forward today, Quasar now is at 16.5 cents. So from 2 point something to 16, that's like a 7 to 8x, silently in the background, right? And still, Quasar is only now at $100 million, fully diluted valuation. Yeah, this is just a much smaller amount of the tokens are actually in circulation. It doesn't show up here. But I'm not sure if it shows up on MintScan. But yeah, this is Quasar, definitely one to put on your watch list. And I think it's not going to slow down. I mean, even this price, I think, in my view at least, is very, very low. And yeah, the staking APR, you can also stake QSR is 5.8%. I think for Nolus it's around 12-13%, and Shade User is 21%. But yeah, this is really it. 69% apparently are bonded here, so that means most of those tokens are locked. There's obviously also you know, investor tokens that are locked. 11% are in the community pool. So I think the, you know, actual circulating supply is not really high. But yeah, this is Quasar, and yeah, follow them on Twitter and check them out as well. Now, as I said, we're gonna do a giveaway. I'm gonna do a giveaway when this hits 100K. And I've been thinking about, like, how should I do this giveaway, right? We did a couple of giveaways, like a few giveaways back in the days. I always was worried about, how do we make sure that this doesn't get flooded with spammers, and, you know, because I want to, like, if I give away money or coins, I really want to make sure I reach the right people that actually are loyal subscribers, that understand the vibe, that really appreciate what I do, how I do things, and they really see value in this, and even maybe have profited from it over the years. So that's really my goal here. And that's why we thought about doing and basically reviving the OG Citonaut badge campaign. So Omniflix, as you know, is a decentralized media project that does a lot of things. They also have their decentralized Flix TV, where you can post videos and interactive stuff, content. But they also have an NFT marketplace. That's actually how they started. And on that marketplace, you can type in Citonaut badges. And let's see, here we go. And we gave this out as an airdrop to loyal Cito followers, which means engagement with Cryptocito and Stakecito. So those had to be Stakecito delegators. Those had to be Cryptocito followers. And this was to celebrate my, I think, 50,000 follower achievement. I think, yeah, here, 50,000 followers. So, and then we had to also make sure that this is verified through Gleam. Now, what we're going to be doing is that two things are required. One, you need to have a Citonaut badge. And two, you will need to have subscribed to our newsletter, right? So we're really rewarding the absolute OGs here with this campaign. Link for the newsletter is under this video. On top of that, because of course, you know, this has been given out to the OG subscribers, we're thinking about, what about the new people, right? What about the new guys? So on the one side, we want to really reward the OG subscribers and followers, but also we want to do something for the new guys, right? And for the new guys, I would say you have until we hit 100K. You have until 100K, and you see it's growing fast. You have until 100K, because that's where we're, I don't know, either going to be doing a snapshot or just randomly choose a person and cross-check and reach out and see, you know, can that person prove that they're real, that they're followed, subscribed, delegated, that they're also viewers of the channel. So the bottom line is be active, right? And I actually want to do a lot more of these things moving forward, more giveaways, more stuff like that. But yeah, be active, be engaged, provide me feedback. It also helps me to improve the channel. Constructive feedback, questions, directions. What content do you want, right? I said in the beginning of this video, like, guys, today I was like, what should I talk about? But then it kind of struck me, right? And I was like, this is exactly what you need to hear. Not what you just want to hear, but also what you need to hear, because we're front running the opportunity. We're front running the pump, right? So that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe and be good.